So there are some loan programs available right now that will allow buyers to purchase a home with as little as 3 to 3.5% down. And there are even some that offer 100% financing if you qualify. So that means zero money down. That is amazing. And on top of that, there are some down payment assistance options that are available right here in North Carolina. And there are even some more that are on the city level that you may qualify for. Of course, that's depending on your income and your situation. Are you renting a home right now and you're starting to wonder if you're finally ready to buy your first home, but you're not sure where to start? Maybe you've been thinking about it for a while, but with the cost of everything going up, especially home prices, you're kind of wondering if it's even possible in this economy. So if this sounds like you are not alone and you're in the right spot, because in this video, we are going to walk through the key signs that tells you that you are more than ready than you think to take that leap into homeownership. I am also going to clear up some of the biggest myths that stop a lot of renters from moving forward, and I'll even share the next step you can take to go from unsure to fully prepared. Hello, my name is Lynette Selby, and I am your YouTube real estate agent right here in beautiful Greensboro, North Carolina, and I work with buyers every single day, especially my first-time buyers and those that are relocating to the area. And I know how overwhelming this process can feel, in the very beginning. So whether you're brand new to Greensboro or you're just ready to stop renting and start building something for your own, I'm here to guide you through the process and to help you feel confident in every single decision you make. So now let's talk about how to know if you are ready to buy your very first home. So let's start out with the most common question that I hear, and that is, can I really afford to buy a home right now? And, that's a fair question. Home prices have gone up. Interest rates have kind of shifted, and everything from groceries to gas is starting to kind of stretch everybody's budget. So it's natural to feel unsure about what's possible. But here's what I want you to know. You may not need nearly as much money as you think you need to buy a home. So there are some loan programs available right now that will allow buyers to purchase a home with as little as 3 to 3.5% down. And there are even some that offer 100% financing if you qualify. So that means zero money down. That is amazing. And on top of that, there are some down payment assistance options that are available right here in North Carolina. And there are even some more that are on the city level that you may qualify for. Of course, that's depending on your income and your situation. Definitely talk to a lender to see if you qualify. But if you don't qualify, you still may qualify for some of those smaller down payment options that we talked about earlier. So this is why working with an experienced agent and a lender makes a huge difference, because we're here to help you explore all of your options, including programs that you may not even know about. So if you're thinking, I would love to buy a home, but I'm probably not eligible because I don't have enough money saved up, you may be closer than you realize. So now let's talk through a few other signs that might show that you're ready to buy a home, even if it doesn't feel like it yet. So here are some things that I see time and time again with my first time buyers, especially the ones who didn't even think that they were ready until they were. So first, you're just tired of renting, not just the payments, but just feeling that you're building someone else's future and not your own. So if you've been thinking, I want something that's mine, I want to start building my wealth, my future, then that may be a strong sign that you're ready to take homeownership literally. Second, you found yourself kind of looking at homes online. So it may have started out as like that casual scroll, but now you're kind of looking at homes every day. You're checking out prices, you're checking out neighborhoods, or you're even imagining your future in a certain space. That's your mindset shifting from renting to home ownership. And third, you want to stop moving every year. You want to stop those rent increases, those lease renewals, and the landlord selling the property. It could all feel overwhelming. And if you're craving stability, control, and just the ability to stay somewhere for an extended amount of time, homeownership can really give that to you. And number 4, your income is steady. So now you don't need to have this 6-figure salary, but if you have a reliable income, even with a modest budget, you may qualify to buy, especially with the right loan program and strategy. And number 5, you've started saving or at least planning for it. So if you opened up a savings account, reduced your debt, or even started saving and tracking your money differently, you're laying that groundwork. And that kind of intentional planning is a strong sign that you're taking saving seriously and you may be ready to purchase your first home. And number 6, you're mentally ready for the responsibility. So homeownership, it definitely comes with upkeep and decisions. But if you're ready to create a home of your own, one where you can call the shots, then you're probably more prepared than you give yourself credit for. And finally, you're here. You're watching this video. You're doing the things. You're doing your research. That is a huge step. You're not just dreaming about it. You are actively taking the steps to understand how to make all of this happen. And that's exactly why I created something that may help you. And it's called the 90-Day First-Time Homebuyer Blueprint. And it's designed specifically for buyers who are ready to stop renting but don't know how to take those first few steps. So this is a step-by-step system that walks you through the full buying journey, from getting your finances in order to building your home buying team, to navigating your pre-approval and the shopping process, all the things with clarity and confidence. So you'll learn how to create a smart financial plan, you'll understand your loan options, know exactly what to expect at each phase of the process, and how to avoid common mistakes that trip up a lot of my first-time buyers. Now, I wish I could give everything away from the blueprint in this video, but then that would just be a very long video. But, if you are interested and you want that roadmap and you're just not looking for more information, but you're wanting something that is going to get you from point A to B, which is getting you from renting to owning, then you definitely need to grab that blueprint. It's very easy to follow and it will help you feel ready, not rushed. So now let's circle back to a few common myths that kind of hold people back. So myth number 1 is that you need 20% down. Not true. Most of my first-time buyers put down between 3 and 5%, and some even qualify for zero money down. That whole 20% down is not the standard anymore. So don't feel like you need to save up 20% of the purchase price before you can purchase a home, because that is not true. So myth number 2 is that you need perfect credit, and that is not true. Of course, the better credit you can get, the better it helps with interest rates, but you don't need that perfect score in order to qualify. I have helped buyers with average credit scores become, homeowners. It's about working with the right lender and having a plan. And myth number 3 is that the market is too expensive and you've kind of missed your chance to own a home. And the truth is, there's no perfect market. The best time to buy a home is when you're ready financially, emotionally, and personally, not when the news or someone in your family tells you that it's the right time to buy. And, the longer you wait, the more rent you're paying into someone else's mortgage. And I'll even add one more. You have to figure it all out on your own. You don't. Buying your first home is a big deal. It's emotional. It's exciting. And yes, sometimes it can be a little overwhelming, but you do not have to do it by yourself. Having a realtor who understands what you're going through, who knows the process, and who has helped dozens of buyers walk this path before, you can't put a price on that kind of support. So, how do you know if you're ready? You've been thinking about it. You've been planning and daydreaming and even doubting, but something inside of you keeps circling back to the idea of homeownership being a part of your next chapter. And if that is you, it is time to take that first step. And you can start by clicking the link in the description box to check out that 90-day first-time homebuyer blueprint. Or if you have questions, you can always schedule a real estate discovery call with me, and I'll be happy to answer whatever questions you have and help you decide if now is the right time for your situation. Either way, I want you to really hear me. Either way, I am here to support you every step of the way. Thank you so much for watching the video, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos on buying, selling, and living here in Greensboro, North Carolina. And I will see you guys in the next video. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.